Hello, writers. Welcome to this month's writing inspiration. I want to talk to you today about free writing, how to free write. If you're not familiar with free writing, it's a way to help sort of unleash your creativity and start to generate writing and help you get past some of the issues of writer's block that can stymie you and keep you from just putting your words down on the page and getting started. Often we feel like we need to, the minute we start writing, produce something that is profound and beautiful and insightful, but the truth is even the most practiced writers don't have that luxury. Even writers, some of your favorite writers who you're reading right now, don't sit down and immediately start creating beautiful and profound work. The truth is that the creative process demands that we step into messiness and chaos and discomfort in order to pull together some of our thoughts and feelings and experiences and begin to shape them and then turn them into beautiful and profound pieces of art. And so I want to introduce you all to Natalie Goldberg. This is her book, Writing Down the Bones. It's her pocket-sized edition, so you can just stick it in your purse and carry it with you. But I really like a lot of her suggestions she has for the writing process, and she has guidelines for free writing, ways to help you just start creating work and then seeing where it takes you and where it delivers you in the creative process. So this might be helpful for you as you're thinking about articles or essays you want to write for Ainsley, or if you're thinking about starting your first book. You may feel overwhelmed by these projects and not know where to begin. Free writing is a great place to begin because, like I said, it removes all the expectations and allows you simply to just create and generate. And then from there, you have the raw materials that you can start shaping and building into something that you would then send to us at Ainsley to publish, or you would begin to put together for maybe a larger project like a book or a novel. So anyway, here are Natalie Goldberg's guidelines for free writing. She has 6. The first is to keep your hand moving. She says, don't pause to reread the line you have just written. That's stalling and trying to get control of what you're saying. And you'll notice this bent in her guidelines to let go of control, to stop trying to manipulate the process. Number 2 is don't cross out. Resist the urge to edit. She says if you write something you didn't mean to write, just leave it and keep moving forward. Secondly, she says, don't worry about spelling. Sorry, that's the third one. Don't worry about spelling, punctuation, or grammar. She says, don't even worry about staying in the margins of the page. And this ties back to that resist the urge to edit. The editing process is a separate process from the generating process. So while you're creating and doing your free writing, just tell that little editor on your shoulder who's like, oh, you should put a comma there. Oh, that's not the right word. Say, you can come back later when I'm ready to shape this, but right now I'm just generating. Number 4, she says to lose control. Number 5, don't think, don't get logical. I would say don't overthink and get over logical. Number 6, she says go for the jugular. And I really like this one especially. She says if something comes up in your writing that is scary or naked, dive right into it. It probably has lots of energy. And I think this is really true. There can be things that feel very vulnerable and a little bit risky that we want to write about or maybe find ourselves being drawn to, and we kind of push back from it. But the reality is, if you can follow those thoughts or emotions, experiences, there will be a revelation of some kind in that will surprise you probably. There will be a lot of life in that project, and you certainly don't have to leave things the way they are. After you free write, you can step in and invite the editor on your shoulder back in and begin to shape and craft and mold it into something that is more coherent and that is publishable for a wider audience. But the trick is that free writing sort of opens the latch on the gate that sets free the creative process for us. And in the end, what I have found more often than not is that I'm surprised pleasantly by what I come up with out of the free writing process that I wouldn't have come up with if I had tried to control it from the beginning and dictated exactly what I was going to write and what was going to come out of it and how it was going to come about. So anyway, I leave that with you today. Underneath this video is a link to a handout that I've created with an illustration of these guidelines. You can print it up and hang it up in your writing space to remind you as you are generating work for Ansley or for any other publication that you're interested in. As always, let me know if you have any questions or any feedback, and I look forward to joining you on your writing journey. Thanks, ladies. Bye.